Hey everybody, we're just doing a quick video today to show you the Larry method of how we wash cars here. So we'd regularly get asked questions, what snow foam do we use, what shampoo do we use doing car washes. So the first thing you need to figure out is the purpose of your wash. Is it a maintenance wash, or is it a wash with a purpose of going on and polishing, waxing and coating, protecting the car? So for maintenance washes, Car Pro Reset is definitely my shampoo of choice. Really good shampoo for it's nice and slick. It won't strip your protection coating from the car. And if you want to use a stronger wash, for if the purpose of your wash is to start polishing and protecting the car again from scratch, Wash Plus is a really good Maguire's Wash Plus. It's very good for stripping all layers of protection off the car. There's actually polishing agents in that. You do use a lot of product and it is quite expensive, but it does save a bit of work down the line as well. With regard to snow foams, even if the purpose was to strip protection from a car, I generally won't use a strong snow foam, a TFR or any kind of heavy chemical on the car, purely because the damage that they can do to trim and to plastics, if strong TFR drying on glass can be an absolute nightmare to polish back out of it again. There's just so much potential trouble from a cleaner that's too strong on a car. So I'll usually use a snow foam, a pH neutral snow foam on a car, regardless of whether I'm going to strip the wax or strip the protection coats from the car or not. So the snow foam that I'm currently using at the moment, I think I have 3 different gallons of snow foam here that I use at the moment. I have ADBL Yeti, which I find is really good. I have AutoSmart, their Snow Foam Pro. I think it's really good. There's a very long dwell time on that. So for it's a warm day out here today. The dwell time on it means that it doesn't dry on the car as quick, which is absolutely ideal for weather like this. What's the last one? Built Hammer Auto Foam. It's just one that I've had in my arsenal for a long time, and I generally don't go without it. It is a little bit stronger than the other 2, so it usually only comes out on something that is really dirty, but at the same time the other one, the ADBL Yeti and the AutoSmart, they're 2 really good foams that would get used here regularly. So what I'll do, I'll take you through each step that I do. I always start at the wheels, but first things first. So when you wash a car, you're going to get obviously dirt, water and grime on the ground around the car, which you will be walking in as you're washing the car. So the first thing to do, get some paper mats, put them under where your feet are going to be, and a seat cover is something we'd always throw in as well. That just saves you extra work down the line. Next up is the wheels. So I have my dedicated bucket. I use, first of all, it's an acid-free wheel cleaner that I use from AutoSmart around the wheel first. Brush that, power wash it off. I then move to my iron remover, which I use ADBL Vampire Light. It's a really good thick gel cleaner. So again, on a day like today when the sun is shining directly on it, it doesn't dry out. It stays wet on the wheel for a long time and does its thing. And obviously don't forget the tires. This is a product that I didn't realize I ever needed until I got it and tried it, and it's used on every car now. Makes a big difference to the appearance of the tire, and it means that the tire dressing that you put on the car afterwards will last an awful lot longer. So in the springtime you're going to see lots of these bugs and flies on the front of the car, on the mirrors, and probably on the glass as well. So a lot of the stronger cleaners, a lot of people will use strong cleaners on the likes of these, which can in turn strip whatever protection you have on the car off of it. I currently use CarPro Bug Out, which is designed to remove these while also being safe on the paintwork and on the protection, which is the most important thing. So you can see there's plenty of bugs on this one. So what we're going to do is pre-spray the bugs before washing the car. So we do this first and then we snow foam and wash. So now with all 4 wheels done, we're going to move back onto the wash stage then. So I'm going to do the wash stage in a time-lapse video. What you're going to see first, we're going to snow foam the car. Today we're using AutoSmart Snow Foam Pro. So we snow foam the car fully, leave it dwell for 5 minutes, power wash it off. Then we're going to snow foam it once more. And once we have it foamed the second time, we're going to, it's hard to see it now, it's covered in foam, but we're going to go around it with the detailing brush, in and out door handles, the petrol cap, badges, the grill, any of the hard to reach areas for the wash mitt. We're going to hit with the detailing brush. We're then going to use, again you can't really see it now because it's covered in suds, but our ADBL microfiber wash mitt is what we're going to use for the wash stage, and Maguire's Ultimate Wash and Wax shampoo. So that's what we're going to use on it. We'll start the time lapse now and you can see it in action. So just a quick explanation of why we foam the car twice. You don't have to do that. A lot of people will just foam it once and that'll do the trick. The reason we put a second coat of foam on it when we are going around it with the detailing brush, I just think it's nice to have some kind of lubrication down on the car, so the snow foam provides that, and it's also an additional layer of lubrication for the wash mitt and the shampoo that you're using. So it's just being extra careful. The first layer of snow foam will remove any dirt and dust, say the top layer of dirt and dust off the car. When you power wash it off, let it dwell and let it soak into any dirt and grime and dust and dirt that's on the car. And by power washing that off, you're going to remove you know, an awful lot of that dirt and grime. And the second layer then, I literally just use it as that lubrication for the detailing brushing around the badges and the window shuts and that. And then obviously the wash mitt as well. So a good decent shampoo in the buckets, and it'll stay good and lubricated, so keep your paint as safe as possible when you're washing. So we have the wash stage now complete. This is probably the most important. Everything will be for nothing if you don't do this stage, and that's dry the car, especially on a day like today. The sun is shining, it's going to bake in whatever shampoo that you've used on it, the rinse water if there's any kind of calcium or anything like that in your water, lime scale. It's just going to bake in and you're going to be left with water spots and a kind of a haze over the car. So make sure to dry the car. I use a microfiber drying towel. I know different people use various different methods for drying it. You can also use compressed air, which is probably the best option, or one of those dedicated car dryers. But yeah, just I would stay away from blades, those silicone blades that people use like a wiper to wipe off the water. Leather chamois are also something that are very popular for drying cars, but again, not the safest of options. I would definitely recommend microfiber drying towel, and if possible, air or compressed air, or one of those blower, the electronic blowers to blow the water off the car. Definitely has been the safest option. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed the video. If anybody has any questions, fire away. At this stage, we now have the car washed and dried. So at this stage, if I was going to do a full polish and a full paint correction or anything like that on the car, I would now move on to decontaminating the car with an iron remover, then move on to taking any tar spots off the car, and then clay barring the car. I like to leave it outside and do those jobs outside because you can rinse the car off after each stage. So when you're finished with the iron remover, rinse off the iron remover. When you're finished with the tar remover, rinse off any residue from the tar remover. When you're finished claying the car, rinse off any clay and clay lube off the car also. So then once you have that bit done, your paint prep is then complete. You can bring it inside, dry it off properly again one last time, and get cracking with your next stage, your polishing, or with your inspection first and then your polishing stage on the paintwork then. So yeah, we'll try and get a couple more videos for you up in the next little while. Hope you enjoyed it again. Any questions, leave them down below and we'd be happy to answer. Thanks very much for looking.